one specific place there, a really highly respected school called Arogya Yoga School.
And our source for this is basically a very thorough review of Arogya itself.
Okay.
So the goal is to pull out the key bits of info, what makes Rishikesh so important for yoga and what makes Arogya specifically stand out.
Got it. So whether you're already deep into yoga, maybe looking to really hone your skills, or you're just curious about like holistic health.
Or even thinking about teaching.
Or even thinking about teaching, becoming a certified instructor. This dive should give you a quick grasp on what authentic yoga training looks like.
Right. And why Rishikesh has this global pull.
And maybe, just maybe, spark an idea about a path to some real personal transformation. So let's explore.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Rishikesh. It's clearly more than just a place on the map. People call it the heartbeat of traditional yoga. What actually gives it that power?
Well, I think a huge part of it is just the setting itself. It's nestled right there in the Himalayan foothills.
Right, the mountains.
Exactly. And crucially, you've got the sacred Ganges River flowing right through it.
The Ganga.
The Ganga. And it's not just, pretty scenery. In the old texts, this kind of meeting place mountains and sacred river is considered a powerful energy spot.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's believed to actually amplify spiritual practice, amplify insight. So naturally, for centuries, it's drawn seekers, yogis, teachers.
This is almost magnetic in a way.
Exactly. It's less a destination you just visit and more an experience you really immerse yourself in, a true pilgrimage for anyone serious about yoga.
That makes sense. It paints a clearer picture. So within this spiritual hub, we're looking at Arogya Yoga School. You said it's highly respected. What are its core qualities? What makes it different from maybe other schools there?
Yeah, good question. I think Arogya really stands out because of its commitment to authentic traditional teaching.
Okay, authentic. What does that mean in practice?
Means they stick close to the classical texts, the ancient lineages, in a world where yoga can sometimes get a bit watered down,
Sure, commercialized, maybe?
Right. Arogya is focused on the why behind the how. That's pretty clear in their whole curriculum. Plus, the environment is incredibly serene, and their whole approach is holistic.
Holistic, okay.
And they don't just promise a certificate. Their aim, they say, is a life-changing transformation. And they seem to cater to everyone, from, total beginners right up to advanced folks.
A life-changing transformation. That's quite a claim.
It is.
It sounds like they have some serious recognition to back that up, though. I see here they've got Yoga Alliance USA certification. How big a deal is that?
Oh, that's huge. Especially if you're thinking about teaching professionally.
Right.
That Yoga Alliance USA stamp basically means graduates can register as an RYT, a registered yoga teacher.
RYT. Okay.
And that credential is, it's globally recognized. It means your certificate carries weight pretty much anywhere in the world. London, Sydney, New York.
So it opens doors internationally. That's really significant for a career.
Absolutely.
And it seems like their reputation goes beyond just the certification. You mentioned a diverse global student body.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. They've had students train there from over 40 different countries.
40? Wow.
And you see these glowing testimonials, plus the fact that a lot of students actually return for the more advanced courses.
Ah, okay. Repeat customers, essentially.
Yeah, exactly, which, speaks volumes about quality and trust, right? It shows they connect across cultures while keeping those traditional standards high.
That is impressive. So with that kind of global appeal, they must have different programs, right? How do they cater to people at different stages? Maybe someone just wants a taste versus someone ready to become a full-blown instructor.
They really do have a range. For instance, if you're short on time, maybe traveling through India, they have a 100-hour yoga teacher training. It's like a solid introduction, covers the main principles, the practices, gives you a real taste without the full 200-hour commitment.
Okay, a taster course almost.
Yeah.
And for someone who is serious about getting certified to teach, what's their main offering?
That would definitely be the 200-hour yoga teacher training. That's really their flagship program.
The flagship?
Yeah. It provides a complete foundation. You get deep into asana postures, but also philosophy, anatomy, teaching methods. It's really geared towards aspiring instructors.
Makes sense. So say you do the 200-hour. You're certified. Are there ways to go deeper with Arogya after that?
Oh, yes. For sure. If you've already got your 200-hour RYT, they offer 300-hour and 500-hour advanced courses.
Okay. Advanced, what does that involve?
These get into more specialized areas, things like therapeutic yoga, more advanced anatomy, complex sequencing. It's about really refining your skills and knowledge as a teacher.
Right, taking it to the next level. But what if you're not aiming to teach at all? Maybe you just want to, focus on your own practice, your own well-being.
Good point. For that, they have specific yoga retreats and meditation courses.
Uh-huh.
These aren't teacher trainings. They're focused purely on inner peace, mindfulness, relaxation. Kind of perfect for self-care, maybe a digital detox. Just deepening your personal connection without worrying about the teaching side.
Okay, that covers a lot of bases. So different pathways. Now let's unpack the actual curriculum. What are students really learning, skill-wise, knowledge-wise? Starting with the physical postures, the asanas.
Right. So with asanas, they teach a mix, primarily hatha and ashtanga styles.
Hatha and Ashtanga. Can you briefly explain the difference?
Sure. Hasana is generally a bit slower, more foundational. You hold poses longer, focusing on stability. Ashtanga is more dynamic. It's a set sequence of postures that flow together with the breath.
Got it. Slower holds versus dynamic flow.
Exactly. And the big emphasis at Arogya isn't just doing the poses, it's on precise alignment, balance, correct form. They want you to really understand the posture from the inside out, not just, copy a shape.
Embodying it, not imitating it.
That's a good way to put it.
And then beyond the physical, there's breath work, pranayama. That's fundamental in yoga, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely fundamental. I mean, in yoga, breath is life, prana, vital energy.
Right.
So yeah, they teach powerful pranayama techniques, things designed to boost your energy, help reduce anxiety, really calm the nervous system. Mastering breath control is just key.
And meditation, what kind of techniques do they explore there?
They cover a range. You'll explore things like mindfulness meditation, just observing thoughts non-judgmentally, and also mantra meditation, using sounds or phrases to focus the mind. The goal is always developing that inner awareness, that stillness.
Okay. And for anyone thinking of teaching, I imagine understanding the body itself is absolutely critical. Anatomy and physiology.
Oh, non-negotiable, yeah. Anatomy and physiology are essential for teaching safely and effectively.
Makes sense.
You learn body mechanics, how yoga affects different systems, and really importantly, how to modify poses for people with injuries or limitations. It's about responsible teaching.
Right. Keeping your future students safe.
Exactly.
That kind of leads into the philosophy and ethics side too, doesn't it? It's not just about the poses or the breath.
Not at all. Far from it, actually. Students really dive into core yogic texts. Things like the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali.
A foundational text?
Pretty much, yeah. The Philosophical Guide, and also the Bhagavad Gita, which is this epic spiritual text with deep insights on, duty, life, purpose. So exploring this helps you understand not just what yoga is, but the deeper why we practice, how to live a more yogic life off the mat.
Integrating it all. Okay. And then for the aspiring teachers, there's specific training on how to teach.
Yeah.
Teaching methodology.
Yes. And it's very practical. They cover the nuts and bolts.
Like what?
Like how to structure a class logically, how to use clear language to guide students, how to give safe and effective hands-on adjustments.
Ah, the adjustments, yeah.
Right. And also helping you find your own unique teaching style, your own voice. And crucially, you get to practice teaching actual classes.
Oh, practice teaching is included.
Definitely. You get real-world experience and feedback from the instructors before you even graduate. It builds confidence.
That sounds incredibly thorough. Now, who are the best of both worlds, maybe?
Kind of, yeah. And the descriptions consistently mention they're knowledgeable, but also really approachable and passionate. That makes a big difference.
Absolutely. And what about class sizes? Personalized attention? Sometimes big trainings can feel a bit impersonal.
That seems to be a real strength for Arogya. They deliberately keep class sizes small.
Okay.
Which means you actually get individual attention. Instructors can give you direct feedback on your postures, your teaching practice, your understanding. That's huge for growth.
Yeah, that personal touch. And what about the place itself, the campus, the facilities? What are the accommodations like?
Descriptions say they're clean, comfortable, definitely peaceful. Most rooms apparently have private bathrooms.
Nice.
And many offer these amazing views, either of the mountains or the Ganga River. Imagine waking up to that.
Yeah, sounds pretty idyllic. And the spaces where you actually practice and learn, the yogashala, the classrooms.
They're described as spacious, well-equipped, with good mats, blocks, straps, all the props you need. And the whole atmosphere is designed to be serene, really supporting that deep dive into practice and study.
Makes sense. And food. Nutrition must be part of this holistic approach too.
Oh, absolutely. Students get 3 wholesome vegetarian meals a day.
Vegetarian, okay.
Yeah, freshly prepared, all aligned with yogic dietary principles. And apparently they're usually pretty good about offering vegan or gluten-free options if needed. It's all about nourishing body and mind together.
Sounds good. So putting it all together, what does a typical day feel like for a student? It sounds intense.
It definitely sounds intense, but in a good way, you know?
Yeah.
A typical day kicks off early, like 6 a.m. maybe, with meditation or chanting.
Wow, 6 a.m.
Yeah. Then usually intense asana practice, followed by lectures on anatomy, philosophy, teaching methods throughout the day. Evenings might have more lectures or a curtain or just self-study time.
So it's packed.
It's packed. It's structured for deep immersion and growth. People consistently say it's challenging, but incredibly fulfilling.
I can imagine that kind of intense shared experience builds a strong community.
Absolutely. That comes up again and again in reviews. Students often call the group a yoga family.
A yoga family.
Yeah. Going through that intense journey together, sharing meals, supporting each other, it creates really strong bonds, friendships that often last long after the course finishes, like a built-in support network.
That's lovely. And we actually have some specific quotes from past students, right?
Yeah.
Like Maria from the USA.
Yeah, Maria's words were quite powerful. She said, Arogya changed my life. She talked about the depth of the teaching, the kindness of the instructors being beyond what she expected, said she found her true self there.
Wow.
Changed my life.
That's pretty impactful.
And Jens from Germany, he's actually teaching now, right? That's right. Jens described the 200-hour course as challenging but so rewarding. And he directly credited the training at Arogya for giving him the skills and confidence to teach yoga back home in Germany. He felt really prepared.
That's fantastic. Real-world results. So, okay, we've covered a lot. The curriculum, the teachers, the experience. Are there any other unique features of Arogya that really make it stand out, especially in a place like Rishikesh with so many options?
I'd say there are a few key things. First, that unwavering commitment to authentic traditional teaching we talked about.
Right, sticking to the roots.
Exactly. Being rooted in the classical texts, the ancient practices, that's a big draw for serious students who want the real deal.
Makes sense. What else?
Second, the affordability. This is a huge factor for many people.
How so?
Compared to similar quality trainings in, say, the US or Europe, Arogya offers exceptional value. Their packages are much more affordable and often include tuition, food, accommodation, even the study materials.
So it's much more accessible financially.
Significantly more accessible for a lot of people globally. It really opens the door.
Okay. And the third unique feature?
That would be the holistic healing and Ayurveda integration.
Ah, Ayurveda, the traditional Indian system of medicine.
Exactly. Many of their programs include things like optional Ayurveda consultations, advice on herbal remedies, yogic lifestyle guidance based on Ayurvedic principles.
So it goes beyond just the yoga postures and philosophy.
Right. It integrates this whole system of well-being. That comprehensive, holistic approach is definitely something that sets them apart.
Okay, so bringing it all together then, we've kind of journeyed through Rishikesh, seen why it's this authentic heart of yoga.
This deeply spiritual place.
Exactly. And within that, Arogya Yoga School seems to really emerge as, well, a place that combines that global recognition, the Yoga Alliance cert, with a really rigorous traditional curriculum.
And dedicated teachers, that supportive community.
Right, all creating what sounds like a genuinely transformative experience.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus.
So here's maybe a final thought for you listening right now. In this crazy, fast-paced world we live in, where information bombards us constantly, but maybe real wisdom feels harder to find, how might embracing something ancient like yoga taught in this